What's up, y'all? It's your boy J.Mitchell, and you're watching Conversations with Justin, Season 2, Episode 7. Today, we are going to be talking with Matthew Johnson, singer, songwriter, and Season 16 contestant on NBC's The Voice. Y'all, he's going to be talking to us all about his start as a singer, his experience being on NBC's The Voice, and also, he's going to be giving some great advice to y'all who want to audition for The Voice and who are singers and songwriters, y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned right here, locked in and ready to go, because you already know it's going to be a great show. We see Matthew has requested to join us in the live, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure y'all drop them down below in the comment section. Your question just might be answered during today's show. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to waste any time. Okay, and we're here. Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How is your day going?
Man, my day is going pretty good. I can't complain. It's been a great Friday. I'm just thankful. How's your day going?
It's going great. I'm so blessed and thankful that I was able to get you on the show.
Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate, you allowing me here on your platform. And, I feel like I do have, some good things to say. So I'm excited. Thanks again for having me.
Always, always, and especially as a brother in Christ, so that's
Yes.
another level right there. So,
Oh, yeah.
yep, another
Absolutely.
level. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to know, how'd you get your start as a singer?
So for me, my start as a singer, I believe, I think I was about 8 years old. And I just drew really close to Michael Jackson. Actually, I think it was before 8 years old, but Michael Jackson and just his performance and the way he just took control over a crowd, I think it really stuck out to me. And I was like, you know what? I want to be like him one day. And so when it came just to see who he was and just his talent, it just stood out to me. And I think, at 8 years old is when I actually took the time to start singing a little bit. I sang at this little karaoke. There's a picture of it. I may post it one of these days. But I was like 8 years old at a karaoke area. Me and my family were out of town for my birthday. And I sang a Michael Jackson song. And I think that's when it started for me. That's when I was like, you know what? I can get used to this. I can get used to singing.
Right, right. And did you also grow up singing in church as well?
I did absolutely. So that came a little later. So when I was growing up, my dad he used to be a song leader in the church, and so I watched my dad and how he took everyone to worship, and I was like, okay, my dad is doing such a great job, and I got inspired by that. And then some few years later on, after that, I said, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing. And so with the church that we then moved to, I started song leading at my current church now, which is Northside Church of Christ. And it started there. That's really where the passion just continued just to get even bigger and better. And so, yeah, I enjoy my time singing in the church, and I'm still doing it to this day.
And you're also in the Total Praise a cappella ensemble, right?
I am. So at my church, again, Northside Church of Christ, I sing with Total Praise Acapella Ensemble. It's a group of us, and we, like you said, we sing acapella, and we have a great time. We go to different churches around the country, and we sing giving glory to God. I mean, it's been amazing. I've been doing that. I believe I've been in Total Praise since 2012. So yeah, it's been great singing with them. It's been awesome.
Yes, I mean, I've seen y'all on just one of the many Church of Christ YouTube channels, Humble is the Way.
Yes.
So I seen y'all on there. Y'all are wonderful. There are many different a cappella groups and also Church of Christ a cappella groups as well. So it's just great how we use our voices to praise God, and we use it as a ministry as well. So
Yes.
it's a wonderful thing.
I love it. I love it. It's nothing like, just the Church of Christ and our acapella singing. It just, you bring it together. It's just, you make a joyful noise. And I know God is pleased. I love it.
Yes. So you attended an HBCU.
I did.
Southwestern Christian College in Terrell,
Yes.
Texas.
Yes.
It's the only HBCU that's affiliated with the Church of Christ.
Hmm.
Talk to me about your experience at SWCC and your involvement in the acapella group there.
Yes. So my time at SWCC, Southwestern Christian College, was absolutely amazing. It first started off, they do tours, their music group, their chorus, and they do tours around the country every certain time of the year. And they just so happened to come to my church here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I was definitely amazed by them. And their vice president at the time was Jack Evans Jr., and he heard me leading songs at the church, and he said, hey, we would love to have you to come to Southwestern. And, me, me living in Florida, I'm like, I've never been to Texas before. So I was like, okay, am I going to take on this opportunity? And I decided to have faith, and I just took that leap, and it was fun. I went to Southwestern Christian College, had the opportunity to be along some amazing people. Had the opportunity to sing in their chorus and in their ensembles as well. We went on tours literally all over the country as well. I mean, it was just amazing. My time there, I'm still super close to a lot of people that I went to school there. It's like a family. It really, really is. So Southwestern will always be with me.
Yes, love Southwestern so much. And I think it's so cool that it's an HBCU as well. So that's even better.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just having, just so much, black excellence is what I like to call it. You see so many black people doing their thing. And it's amazing just to be around people like that. It rubs off on you as well.
Yes, yes, very much so. So, who are some of your musical influences as an artist?
Yeah, so I have so many. I mentioned Michael Jackson. He's the king. He's one of the best to ever do it, if not the best. But my other influences, I have to go back to John Legend, and I'm sure we'll get to this a little bit later on. But
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Legend was my coach for The Voice, and
yeah.
just who he is, and just his sound and just how he just executes his talent. It's just amazing. It sticks out to me for sure. I love the way he is as an artist. It's amazing. Another big influence. I just love. There's so many. I would say in gospel, I love Travis Green, and his song "Made a Way."
Yes,
It's one I do sing also with Total Praise, the group here in Jacksonville, and
yeah.
that song there gets to me. It gets to me. So yeah, there's so many artists that I just pull from that can just help me become a better person, a better artist, for me to understand my craft even more and just be great at that. So yeah, there's several.
Yes, I love Travis Green's "Made a Way." When you in Total Praise sang that, and I saw it on "Humble Is the Way," I was like, you sing it so elegantly, and you could hear the audience. They were really resonating with you when you were singing the song. So yeah,
Yeah.
Travis Green's a big influence to a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just that song right there just means so much, and it touches so many lives, just to know that God will make a way.
Yes,
No matter what's going on in your life, your back may feel like it's against the wall, and you feel
yep,
like you can't go on anymore. But He will make a way, and it's
yes.
important to have that faith. So that song right there, it gets me stirred up every time.
Right, right. So let's go ahead and talk about your journey leading up to finally getting on The Voice, because you actually you went to a couple of different audition for a couple of different singing competitions, America's Got Talent, American Idol. So what were those? What was your experience like going around to those different singing competitions and auditioning?
Yeah, so it was an experience, and I learned from them, each and every one of them. So, at one point, growing up, I saw Ruben Studdard and how he won American
Yes.
Idol at that time, and I was like, wow, I would love to do that one of these days, but I never really thought it could really actually happen. And
Hmm.
so, as time went on, America's Got Talent came to Jacksonville, Florida, and I heard about their auditions, and I said, you know what, I'm going to get in line. I'm going to do what I can. I want to be on this show. And so I got in line. Um, they have you basically in a room with other artists as well, and you're singing in front of a producer or somebody, somebody that's looking for the talent to be a part of the show.
Right.
And they, when it's your turn, you sing. After that, everybody as they let the other singers sing. After that, then they tell you who's gonna go on to the next round or whatever the case may be. And for me, I got some no's, and America's Got Talent was my no, and I just like okay, just learn from that. So then the next month, the following month, I heard about the voice audition. So I decided, I said, you know what, where's the nearest one near, closer to me? And the nearest one was Baltimore. And so I said, all right, well, I'm getting a rental car and I'm driving to Baltimore, Maryland. And so I drove to Baltimore, Maryland, and it was the same thing. You sing, you sing a song with, a group of other people, other artists, and you wait for, if they let you know you're going to make it through. I got another note, and I was like, okay, oh, well, maybe it's just not my time. And then so later on that year, I went to an American Idol audition in Orlando, Florida. So I said, I'm driving to Orlando now. And so drove to Orlando. This time it was outside. And it was somewhat the same thing again. You're singing in front of somebody who's going to see whether you can make it to the next round. And I made it past the first round on the American Idol opportunity. But then after that, within like an hour later, I sang again, and then they said, not at this time. And so at that moment, I was like, you know what, maybe a singing show isn't for me. Maybe it's not where I should be doing. And so I kind of just had a moment where I'm just going to continue to be happy with where I'm at, continue to, use my gift for ministry.
Yeah.
But then I heard about the voice auditions coming to Atlanta, Georgia. And I said, you know what, let's give it one more shot. And so I packed my bags, went to Atlanta, Georgia, stood in line, and then I had the opportunity to sing again in the same setting where, a group of people, and they told me yes. And then after that process, I had to go the next day to another secure location, and I had to audition again. And then they said, we'll get back here with you within the next few months. The next few months, they got with me. They say, hey, we want you to come out to California for another audition. And so I came out there to California for that other audition. And then it was that audition that they're saying, okay, we want you to be a part of this show. And so then it was the process of now getting ready to audition in front of the coaches, Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, Blake Shelton, and at the time, Adam Levine as well. So it was a lot of auditions you had to go through in order to get to the coaches.
Definitely, yeah. I was like, because my question, and you actually answered it, was what was the audition process, and the fact that you have to get through so many auditions by producers and the casting directors and everything before you can even meet the celebrity judges. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and you got to just make sure that you practice, and just make sure that you're ready for the moment. Because not everybody is given the opportunity. You want to make sure that you do your absolute best, and so that's what I did there.
Right, right. And we have one comment. Somebody said, "What songs did you sing for your audition?"
Okay, so in Georgia, my first audition song was "Made Away." It was "Made Away." I said, you know what, I'm going to sing "Made Away," and the thing was, I was torn about singing "Made Away" because I told myself, I said, you know, I questioned, are they going to want to hear a gospel artist sing gospel music? And I was
Mm,
like, are they going to want to hear that? And
mm.
so maybe I should just stick to R&B. That's what people love. And, and so I said, nah, you, gospel makes you so happy. That's who you are. You
Yes,
sing to
yes,
God. So you go ahead and you
yes,
go to this audition, and I don't care whether you get a yes, no, sing what you love. And I
yes.
sang Made Away. And as you can see, they loved it. I also sang another song as well. I did sing an R&B song too. I think they also want to make sure you're versatile as well, and
Right.
so I did sing "Back at One" by Brian McKnight also at that audition as well. So it was great. It was great.
Yes, yes, and that brings up a great point where you made that decision when you thought they may not want to hear a gospel song. I think a lot of times as artists, sometimes when we're trying to make it, we're trying to make
Mm,
it. We really want this opportunity, so we try and switch up stuff because we think that this is what the judges want. But sometimes, honestly, sometimes they just want honesty. They just
absolutely.
want honesty. They want your true self. They don't want you to be somebody that you're not. So. You
That's
made the right decision.
oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what? To be honest, I feel like it was somewhat of a test. For me personally, I felt like God was like, "Are you going to keep me first in this situation?"
Yes.
And I said, yes, sir. I'm gonna keep you first. And so I ended up singing gospel, and me saying that is not saying if you sing R&B, you're not keeping God first, whatever the case
Right.
is. But in this
Right.
particular case, I was wrestling on whether I should do something that they're gonna like or something that was true to me. And so I decided to stay true to what I love. And as you can see, it got me that opportunity. And then
Yes.
while I got on the show, my audition song was a gospel song at that. So, I
Yes.
mean, I'm sure we'll get to
Yes.
that at some point. But yeah, it just worked itself out, and God just showed who He is.
Yes. And for your blind audition song, you sang Kirk Franklin's "I Smile," smash hit, beautiful song. We all
Yes.
love it. So why did you choose that song?
So, and it's funny because that was also another song. So, like I mentioned, you have to sing several songs in order to get to the coaches,
Right.
the actual coaches you see on TV. And so, as I mentioned, you have the audition that you sing, first, and then if you go to the next round, you have to sing another set of songs. And so, "I Smile" was another song for me during that time, and I had to sing to that, and I just felt like it was another message that I really just stood by. Like I said, made a way was, I know that God is going to make a way for me in my life, no matter, what the odds or how the odds are stacked up against me. I still know that I serve a great God. And
Yes.
so it was the same thing when it comes to "I Smile." Even though I may not feel at my best and it may be cloudy, um, it, I still have a reason to smile. There's so many reasons to smile. And so I felt like that message just stood out. And I was, I sang it for them. They loved it and they agreed. They thought it'd be great for me to be able to sing that on the show. And they ended up getting me a four chair. God allowed it to where I was able to get a four-chair turn, and I had the option to choose who I would want as my coach on the show, on this great
Right, right.
platform.
Yes, and I mean that whole moment was crazy. That whole
Yes.
moment was crazy. I mean, you did like a little run before you even said your first word, and boom, Blake Shelton hits the buzzer. Your family's
Yes.
going crazy in the background, screaming. Your dad, and I believe your dad and your mom was there, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, everybody's going crazy. And then you get all four chairs have been turned, and everybody is like cheering you on. And also, you had a keychain. Your dad was like, "Keychain, boy." That whole moment, the whole thing was surreal. So, what was going on in your mind when you saw, okay, they just all four chairs just turned? What was going on?
Well, let me tell you. So I told myself, with the audition, this is a big moment for you, for you to be able to do what you love and be in front of some people that really can help you with your career. I think it's important for you to stay focused. Make sure that you execute everything that you practice, and let the chips fall where they may. And
Yeah.
so through the audition, I could see through my peripheral vision that coaches turned, but I decided not to actually pay attention to it. I said, we still have a remainder of the song to go. We still have a key change we have to hit. We don't want them to turn their chair and say, did I make a mistake? We still gotta execute what I practice and make it, sing it to the best of my ability. And it was so fun. And then once the song was over, looking at them, looking at me, and just they were all on their feet. It was an awe moment. I just knew. I just said, thank you, God, thank you, Lord, because it was all Him. It was all Him.
Yes, and just going back to Travis Green's song "Made a Way," God made a way. He said, "I'm not ready for you to go on these other singing competition shows. I need you to wait because I got
Yes,
something greater for you." So
yes,
yeah, that was amazing. And you actually chose John Legend as your coach. What
yes.
was your reason for choosing him?
So, like I mentioned to you a little earlier, he's definitely been an influence to me, for sure. Him as an artist, and I felt like he would be able to connect with me in so many different ways. I love R&B also, and just what he's done, his soulful, smooth voice. I just like, oh yeah, he can help take me to the next level. He's done this before. He's been at places where I want to be, and so I said, you know what, let's go with John. Now everybody put in, they had me thinking. They really did. Blake was going in. He really wanted me to choose him, and I was close, but it was just something about John. I said, you know what, I'm going to stick with my gut, and we're going to work this thing out.
Right, right. Definitely. And my favorite songs that you covered on The Voice were Ordinary People by John Legend
Yes,
and also Never Too Much by Luther Vandross, which you did
yes,
a duet with Sean Sounds
yes.
in that one. And let me tell you, don't get me started on that song that y'all covered. That was amazing. The
Thank you.
harmonies, the runs, the compatibility. It was like 100% yes. It was just beautiful. So what was it like? It seemed like y'all had a lot of fun
A lot
when
of
you did
fun.
that.
A lot of fun. See, and the crazy thing about it was, so as I said, I was a four-chair turn, and Sean Sounds, his audition, he sang "All My Life" by Casey and JoJo. He was also another four-chair turn, and John decided to put two four-chair turn artists together, knowing he could only keep one. And so,
Yeah.
as that, when they first said that we were gonna go against each other, we were like, oh wow, I wonder how that's going to work out. But then at the same time, we said we about to make this an epic performance. We're about, we both know that we have a great gift. We have a Luther Vandross song. We're gonna do our absolute best with it. We stayed after hours. I'm talking about rehearsing, getting moves down. Just we decided to put the work in, and it all showed when the audition, I'm sorry, when the battle round aired. We had an amazing time. And one of the things that John said was, I know Luther would be proud had he seen his performance. And God rest his soul, but
Yes.
it would have been an honor, for him to be able to see that, and hopefully he would be proud by it, because we really wanted to make him proud.
Yes, I mean y'all did the song justice. I mean, it was beautiful. So
Thank you.
I actually wanted to know what goes on during the week leading up to the airing or the taping of the show. Practices go on. What you do sound checks with the band? What goes on?
Mhm. Oh yeah, it's all that, and it depends. It can be a lot of different things, and I'll tell you some of the things that you can do throughout the week. Of course, you're going to go through rehearsal. You're going to go through band rehearsal. You're going to have rehearsals with just your vocal coach, as well. They're going to help prepare you, with what you want to do, with the song. You're also, and sometimes there's so many different other things. You may have a studio session where you have to record your vocals for the song that you're doing, in the week. Like, I sing "Ordinary People," and that's still available on iTunes and Apple
Yes,
Music and
yes,
stuff like that. So yes,
right.
it's recording in the studio. Had the opportunity to film commercials. You do that throughout the week. It's a lot. You do interviews. They keep you busy for the most part. Now you will have some downtime, but then when it's not down, you're going to rehearsal after rehearsal. You're getting it in.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's really cool. So you mentioned vocal coach. So are those the celebrity coaches or someone else?
It's someone else, but
Oh,
there is also times where you also work with the coaches as well. So there are times where you'll be with the vocal coach, and you'll kind of work with them a little bit, but then you also have the times where you're also working with the coaches. Sometimes a vocal coach, you tell them your ideas, and they say what would be good, as well, and how they can help you become, the better singer as well. But then you'll also have the moments where you're with the vocal coach and you're with the actual coach from the show. Like for me, it was John Legend and Kelly Clarkson. And a lot of times, what will happen is during your rehearsal with the actual celebrity coach, the vocal coach will be there and they'll take notes with what the coach said. And so when you meet back up with your vocal coach, they're gonna have, okay, Kelly said this, John said this. What are you thinking? How do you feel, about that? And they want to make you feel comfortable as well.
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, I've never been on any television singing competition, so I've always wondered what actually goes on during the week and stuff like that. So that's really cool. My next question is, talk to us about having John Legend as a coach, and then you had Kelly Clarkson, right?
Yes, yes.
Talk to me about having those two celebrities, amazing singers, as a coach.
It was amazing. It really, really was. Having John, and I knew I chose John for a reason, because he just knows how to bring the best out of you, and he made that. He helped us make that Luther Vandross song and that Luther Vandross performance a great one. In my opinion, I just think it was meant to be with John, and he helped bring the best out of us. So it was amazing working with him. But then after, because he was only able to choose one, he ended up choosing Sean Sounds. But then, he even said, he was like, I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I put y'all together, because I wanted to keep both of you all. But when I then had the opportunity to go on to Kelly, she was such an amazing person. I'm talking about, when she wants to see you succeed, she wants to see you succeed. And I'm telling you, it's just a bubbly, she was so sweet. We always gave each other hugs. Just a nice, genuine person that just wanted to see me be great. And I'm just forever grateful for both John and Kelly, because they gave me an opportunity for a lifetime, and their words stick with me forever.
Yes, and like you said, well, I was just thinking about how Kelly and John Legend, they seem like they're such down to earth people. Like they really want you, like you said,
Yes,
how Kelly Clarkson really wants you to succeed. They both seem like they really want you to succeed. So that's really nice to know that they're
yes.
not just up there, to be there. They're actually really caring for the artist and really want them to succeed.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it makes a difference.
Yeah.
When you're put in front of millions of people, and you're told to you want to sing a song, you want to bring your best, and it helps when you have people that really want to see you be successful in your corner. So it definitely made a difference.
Yes, yes. So I kind of want to shift for a second and talk about your spiritual life and your faith
Yes.
in God, because you've been through a lot in your music career, and like you mentioned earlier, the rejections and the no's that you were getting,
Hmm.
and then you were later in the season 16 of The Voice, you were later eliminated, unfortunately. But what was that whole time like, the journey and everything, and how did you grow closer to God in these moments?
So honestly, it was the so I released a song, and we'll get to it. It's called Used. And
Yes.
the song is basically me having a conversation with God, saying, I want to be used by you. And so what you want from me is what I want. It's your will, it's not mine. And the crazy
Yes.
thing about it is, I wrote the song before my opportunity on The Voice. And so when The Voice happened and when it ended, I was still reminded of the song that I wrote before the opportunity was presented to me. And so, although it was a moment of, man, I'm going to miss this opportunity. This felt like I was supposed to be here. It
Yeah.
was still God. You're ending this journey right now for a reason, but where you're getting ready to take me is going to be somewhere where I'm extremely excited to experience, because I know that my life is in your hands. And when my life is in your hands, I ain't got nothing to worry about, you know? And
Right.
so I
Right.
just, it was just that, just staying consistent and realizing, it was God that got me here this far. and he's going to
Yeah.
continue to take me even further. So, my faith did not waver at all, and I'm still trusting and dependent on him because I know what he's able to do.
Yes, and what's that Mary Mary song? Can't give him now. He didn't bring you
Yeah,
this far to leave you. So
yeah.
God is an amazing person. He's an amazing. He's a waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper.
Hey,
We know the song. So
hey, man, you about to make me shout on this live, man. Don't do that.
oh man, I'm just playing. No, but honestly, I'm really not. But yeah,
Right.
but it's just amazing what God can do.
Absolutely. Like you
Yeah.
said, look. I'm a singer too now, man. You done named two songs. You almost made me just break out in a song.
Hey now, hey, if you want to, I'm just saying. I'm not
Hey,
saying you
yeah,
got to sing
I'll
the
do a
whole
little
song.
bit of it. I'll do a little
All
bit
right.
of it. I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. And nobody told me the road would be easy. And I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he never brought me this
Yes.
far to leave me.
No, he
Yes,
didn't.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
God is so
Oh,
good.
now
He's so
that
good.
song. Let me. Yes. Let me tell you something, Matthew. That song is a tearjerker. Okay,
Woo.
every part, every verse is so true. It's like my goodness, and you just want to kind of it's like almost after singing that song, like if you're singing it to yourself or you just singing it to sing it, you kind of want to just pray afterwards, because
Absolutely.
it talks about everything that somebody's going through, and you're saying I can't give up now. I got to keep going because God didn't bring
Yes,
me this far to leave me,
that's right.
So
That's
yes,
right.
yes, love that song. So, how has your family been supporting you through your musical journey?
So amazing. As you all saw during my audition, if you haven't seen it, when I did my audition of I Smile and the coaches turned, they were the loudest ones. They were so supportive of me, and I think it just means a lot to still continue to have their support. They back me up 110%. They know that what I'm doing is my calling, and they know that what I'm doing is also for the greater good. It's to bring glory and honor to God's name. And so I'm just so thankful for my parents, for my family, all those that support me, because it really is an encouragement to me, and it just reminds me that I'm doing what I should be doing.
Yes, yes, yes. We know you got a fan page out there on Facebook. I think you got a fan page somewhere. So many supporters, and we all love and enjoy your music, and so glad that you're continuing to just shed light on the Church of Christ and gospel music as a whole.
Yes,
It's just a beautiful thing to see. The outreach is
yes,
beautiful.
yes. To God be the
Yeah.
glory.
Yes, that definitely. So there are thousands, and I mean thousands of aspiring singers and musicians that want to take that chance and audition for the voice. So
Mhm.
what advice can you give to those that want to audition?
I would say, like I said, I'm going to tell you what worked for me. It was me being who I am. It was
Yeah.
uh, me staying true to who I am, and also on top of that, um, working hard at my gift, putting in the time, practicing. If there was something that I felt like I wasn't strong enough in, I tried my best to get even better at that. Vocally, it is a singing competition, so the way you execute vocally is also very, very important. And so
Hmm.
putting in the hours, putting in the time to perfect, I don't even want to say perfect because we're not perfect, but also just put in the
Right.
time to make your gifts shine bright and stand out. And so I would tell somebody just to be yourself, continue to put in the hours of practice, and let the chips fall where they may. Allow the blessings to fall where they fall, and let God handle the rest.
Yes, because God is in control. He has the final say. So, we can't doubt ourselves. We can't be negative. We got to stay positive, work hard, make it happen, keep God first, all that stuff.
That's
Because,
I definitely agree
yeah,
with that. State a positive mindset is very, very important. A lot of times, people can get overwhelmed, and I'm going to be honest here with you. One thing about me is I also get nervous from time to time.
right,
When it comes to performances, and every time I got on the show, I dealt with nerves, but it was that for me, it was that how am I going to execute past these? Am I going to allow these nerves to consume me, to make it to where I'm not going to have a good performance? No, I'm going to put in the work that I've put in, and I'm going to continue just to do my absolute best and just overcome those, that anxiety feeling, and that feeling of, what if I don't do good? No, you're gonna do good. Have that positive mindset. You've put in the work. Allow it to be, allow yourself to be great. So yeah, that's
right.
that's something I would say.
You dropping some major gems over here, Matthew. Somebody out there, and especially when we post this on IG TV, and we'll get
Yes,
more views from that. But somebody out there needs that encouragement. You just gave it to them, so I'm pretty sure
yes.
they're very appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of that. So thank you for giving that an
Uh,
inspirational word there.
oh, you're welcome. It helped me out, so why not? Have the ability to give it to someone else. We're all trying to win out here.
Yes, yes, we are. So, not only are you a singer, but
Yes,
you're a songwriter as well.
that's
You
right.
released your first single
Hmm.
titled "Used," which you
Yes.
mentioned earlier, in August 2019. What's the
Hmm.
story behind writing that song?
So yes, going back to you. So I was in my room one night and I said, you know what, I really want to write a song that just honors God. And I said, what am I going to write about? And I had writer's block. I couldn't think of what to do. I couldn't think of what to write. But then I said a prayer. I said, God, use me right now. And then it was like, after I said amen, I was like, we're going to write a song called Used. And then the melody and the words came just like that. I'm telling you, it just flowed, and before you know it, within 30 minutes to an hour, the song was written, and I held on to it. I held on to it. I didn't record it. I didn't do anything. It was just in my heart. And after the show, I decided to get in the studio. I got connected with an amazing guy. His name is Kenneth Andrus, and he has produced some great artists, and he has allowed, he has been working with me on my album that I'm working on right now. He helped me with Used, and we got that released. And so, it was great. It was just that time where I said, God, I need you to use me. And it was more than I just need you to use me in writing this song. I need you to use me every day of my life. And so the questions that aren't answered, I know that he has an answer, and so it'll come to me in due time. And so it just flowed whenever he was ready to give it to me. And so I'm excited. And I actually just finished writing another song yesterday, and it was the same thing. I asked him to use me in that way, and he gave me the words, and it's just amazing to be able to use the gift that he's given me in order to be creative. I love it. I love it. And so yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing being able to write Used, and I'm so glad that it's reaching people and they're loving it and inspired by it.
Yes, I mean the whole song is good. The
Thank you.
production, the band, the instrumentation, everything is like tens all across the board. I was
Thank you.
wondering, yes, I was wondering who sang the background vocals. Was it Total Praise or was it another
No,
group?
no, it wasn't Total Praise. It was a few different other artists that Kenneth Andrus knows, the guy who I'm working with, and they did an amazing job. One guy, his name is Michael. Another one is Lazidra and Ashleah, and they're all here local in Jacksonville, and they all came together and did an amazing job on the vocals on these songs, and they're on some more vocals here as well on the up and coming songs that we have coming on the album soon. So it's been great having them.
Yes, I mean, I'm not sure. Were the gospel radio stations playing your song?
Yes, we have. There's definitely been a local radio station that's been playing it left and right. I've had some people let me know that it's playing in Houston. I mean, we're trying to get it out there even further, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing to have people listening to it from all over the country and saying that they enjoy it and are encouraged by it. I mean, I think that's just the biggest thing. Used was written as a dedication song. It was for me to say, God, I want you to use me right now, and I need you to, have your way with me. It was a conversation I was having with him, and so the fact that I wrote it and recorded it for other people to listen to, hopefully they have that same aspiration, that same conversation with God, saying, God, I want you to use me as well. So yeah,
Yes,
it's been great.
definitely. So, do you see yourself singing just Christian, just singing in the Christian genre, or do you see yourself exploring into other genres, R&B, soul, pop? Do you see yourself doing?
Right. So, and I get this question, from time to time, and I say yes. I love gospel, and because it hits home. But as you can see, I had so much fun singing R&B on The Voice as well, and so I want to continue to dabble in other genres as well. With gospel being my home base, I definitely want to make this first album my gospel album. But in the future, I definitely would love to do some R&B. I think it would be great to have some great songs, some great love songs, and things of that nature. So I don't want to be just down to just gospel. The message of gospel is so important, but I think I can also reach other people singing other genres as well.
Definitely, that being able to cross over different genres is definitely really cool, and we saw that you can clearly do that when you did "Ordinary People," "Never Too Much," "Who's Loving You." So
Thank you.
you got it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm excited for the future.
Yes, yes. So, in June 2019, you collaborated with Savannah Brister, who was also on The Voice, Team John Legend, uh, and y'all sang "How Deep Is Your Love." So, what was it like
Yes.
collaborating with her?
So amazing. And let me tell you this. Savannah is on a song on the album too, and the song is absolutely amazing. We sang PJ Morton and Yeba's version at the time of "How Deep Is Your Love" on YouTube, and we loved it. And she was on The Voice as well. She was so amazing. We clicked. We were both on John Legend's team, and
Yes.
after the show, we stayed in touch, and we got in the studio together singing the song. And I'm going to say the title. It's called "That's Why I Love You," and it's a song where we're basically saying, "That's why I love you, God." And it's so good, guys. It's so good. When I tell you guys what we've been working on, what I've been working on, this album is gonna be so amazing. It's gonna bring so much love, so much encouragement. People are gonna love it. It's so exciting. Savannah is so amazing. I'm so excited for her and the direction that she's continuing to go into. I'm just so grateful and thankful that she was able to, she wanted to work with me as well, and I'm just excited.
Yes, and let's go ahead and talk about your new album that you have coming out, Party. Woo.
Yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
But
whoop.
yes, Party. So do you have a title for the album yet?
So that's hilarious. I was just talking about a title this past week, as about a title. I've been debating on different things, so I haven't come up with the exact title quite yet, but we have some good ones in mind. But the title, I'm still in prayer about that one. We still have, like I said, I still wrote a song. I just finished writing a song yesterday, and so I'm wondering, is that also going to influence the name as well? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still in prayer about that one.
Yes, yes. Continue to pray. The Bible says pray without ceasing. So
Come on.
God's gonna give you that sign. He's gonna give you that time to realize, okay, hey, this is actually gonna be a good title for the album. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited. The audience, those that are watching us live right now, are excited for the album. Do you have a set number of songs yet? Or are you still
Yes.
working on the album?
So I'm still working on the album, but we have an idea. We have the number of songs that we're gonna do. So it's gonna be 11 songs on the album, with 10 songs. But it's gonna be the 11th song is a bonus of Used. It's gonna be a bonus version of Used. It's a acoustic version where you have the guitar, acoustic guitar. It sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. So yeah, we have 10 songs. They're pretty much after yesterday's song that I wrote. We have all the songs now. We have all the songs. So the next thing is just making sure we finish up everything in the studio. We gotta get the musicians in, the background singers in as well, and it'll be soon before we release it.
Hey, so is there like an estimated release date within the next year, the next 2 years?
Right, right. No, I would say definitely. We're aiming hopefully for the end of this year, either the end of this year or definitely beginning of next year. But yeah, we're moving in the direction. COVID and the pandemic kind of slowed us down a little bit, but we're still moving
Yeah.
forward, and we're excited for this to be released. Hopefully it's the end of this year. My fingers are crossed that we can get it out to everyone at the end of this year.
And I already know it's going to be fire. I am so excited for that new album.
Thank
So
you so
excited.
much. I appreciate it.
Yes. So excited
Thank
for
you.
that. So we talked about how you collaborated with Savannah Brister. Are there any other artists that you want to collaborate with in the future?
Oh yes, definitely. Now we brought up Savannah, but let me not also forget this. I also collabed with Sean Sounds on the album as well. So
Oh,
yep. So we did Never Too Much on the show on The Voice, but we also collabed here, and it's going to be on the album as well. So another amazing song. We actually recorded two songs, and they both sound amazing. But I think we're just going to use one for now. But it's like when I tell you it's going to be great, it's going to be great. But somebody else that I would love to work with in the future. I don't know how this is going to happen, but God, He's able to do. You know what I'm saying? He's able to do all things. But Tori
yes.
Kelly is somebody that I would love to collaborate with one day.
Yes.
She
Torre.
is she's something else. She is just her spirit. It sticks out. Her talent. She has the entire package, and I would love to in some way, shape, or form. I would love to be able to grace a stage with her or get in the studio with her and just create something that's so amazing.
Yes, yes. Hey, sometimes all it takes is a direct message. Sometimes you may
Look,
think that celebrities or uh, people, celebrities and other people that are like uh, high profile, think that they don't see your message, but I'm telling you, they see it. They see it.
yep,
So it may just take
yep.
a direct message. You just gotta make that connection.
Tori, I'm shooting my shot. I'm trying to get in the studio. If you're watching, if she comes across
Right.
this in any way, shape, or
Definitely.
form, look, I'm trying to get in the studio. I'm trying to perform with her. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely continue to message her, and hopefully we can make it happen.
Yes, as that would be an amazing collaboration. So are you are you still working at your regular job, or are you trying to do music full time?
Yes, so I am still working at my normal job. I still am doing the 9 to 5, but also at the same time I'm still working on my music. And my plan is to hopefully one day make it to where that's the only thing that I'm doing. But right now in the season that I'm in, I'm sticking with my job. I'm continuing to make money, and so that's helping me with preparing for the album that I'm doing and other things that I'm responsible for. But hopefully one of these days, I'll be able to just focus on music and just allowing my voice to be heard, and hopefully it's inspiring people.
Yes, definitely. And that time will come. That time will come. So like we have
Yes.
been mentioning earlier, just got to stay positive, keep working hard, and keeping God first, and He's gonna make a way for you.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. I believe it. I believe it, and I receive it.
Yes, yes, definitely. So you talked about you got the album coming out. You doing any other projects with like different brands or any other performances that you have coming up?
So yes, I will be traveling a little bit coming up. Actually, next month I'll be going and attending a church in Cincinnati, Gray Road Church of Christ, and I'll be singing there Mother's Day weekend. So I'm excited about traveling again. I've been very limited as far as traveling since the whole pandemic started, but I'm excited to get started back. One thing that I've been extremely excited about, since the voices, my connection with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is an NFL team here in Jacksonville, and I've been working, with them. They've been giving me opportunities to sing on their platform, which is, the national anthem on for different games, and then also they've allowed me to, they've opened up other doors for me as well. So, it's just been amazing, and I'm sure that we'll continue in that relationship in the days to come also.
Yes, yes, and I saw that that performance where you sang the national anthem for the Jaguars, and it was an amazing performance.
Thank you.
Matthew, yes, Matthew, I thank you so much for joining me on my show today. Where can everybody reach you on social media?
Yes, so you can reach me here, Instagram. You can follow me right after this live, Matthew Johnson Sings. Also on Facebook, Matthew Johnson Sings, and then on Twitter, it's Matthew J Sings. And so you can find me there, and yeah, you'll be able to stay tuned to what I have coming up. Like I said, there's exciting things in store. When I tell you, it's going to be great. God is just he's busting down doors like Matthew walked through, and so I'm excited about that. And I want all of you all to be a part of it as well. So follow me on social media. Like I said, you can also download my song Used. It's available on all digital platforms. I hope it blesses your life, whether, it's, before you go to bed, when you wake up, on your car ride to work, whatever it may be. I hope it just encourages you. We have more stuff on the way, so stay tuned.
Yes, I mean, I love that song. Okay. I love that song. Lots of people love that song. Now, when this album comes out, I promise you I'm gonna be playing that song in my car.
Yes,
All
sir.
the songs. The whole thing about to be on a playlist. And I'm gonna connect it to some of your songs that you've sung on Humble is the Way, so I can have the whole playlist laid out.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna be
look, that sounds amazing to me. Look, I'm not mad at it. That'll be great. And the biggest thing is I just hope that you're encouraged and you're blessed by it. I just want to be used by God, so hopefully it touches and reaches everyone else.
Yes, yes. And once again, brother in Christ, so to see somebody like you and be reaching the national status and doing all these big things is really inspirational, especially to the younger song leaders out there that are, just trying to learn from other brothers in Christ. It's very encouraging. So I definitely commend you, and please continue to do God's work for the
Absolutely.
Lord.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna do that till the day I die, and
Yes.
I'm just excited to see God continuing to work, and I'm gonna continue to serve Him daily.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Matthew, for
Thank you
joining
for
me on
having me.
Conversations. Yes, Conversations with Justin, Season 2, Episode 7. Y'all, thank you so much for being an amazing audience. If you
Thank you,
missed any
guys.
part, yes, claps for them. If you missed any part of this episode, you can catch it in IGTV. Later tonight, it will be posted so you can watch it back and enjoy your favorite moments from the show. Thank you all so much, Matthew. Thank you so much, and I'm going to connect with you after the show, so I want to tell you something about some different platforms that I know you can put your music on.
Awesome.
So yeah, definitely. I thank you
Thank you
guys
so
so
much. I
much.
appreciate it.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye, guys.